Pluto is finally entering Aquarius, and I thought, what better way to showcase how Plutonian energy manifests in Aquarius other than through the chart of one of the greatest figures of all time, the founder of Islam, Prophet Muhammad. But first, what does Pluto mean in your birth chart? Pluto shows your shadow, all the repressed emotions and memories which eventually need to come up to the surface. Pluto's energy is nuclear, unstable, and explosive. Pluto is often described as radical transformation or death and rebirth because it deals with a constant shedding away of the past and the regeneration that follows. Pluto on a personal level often indicates issues of manipulation, power struggles, obsession, jealousy, because these are example side effects of unprocessed subconscious stuff. But if the Plutonian function was relatively successful in destroying the old, just like nuclear power plants, Pluto can bring enormous power, sometimes to the point of absolute control and authority to an individual over the masses. Such is the case of Muhammad. Identifying Pluto in your chart by house and sign will tell you in which area of life this energy will play out for you, along with its flavor and basic quality. If we look at the Prophet's chart, we can see Pluto sitting in his 8th house. The 8th house primarily deals with the resources of others. Muhammad, having the sun in this house, was literally called among his tribe the custodian way before he becomes a prophet, because he was known for his high moral standards, and a lot of people would choose him to keep their stuff and money. But insert Pluto there, and now God himself is trusting him with his message. Pluto takes things to their absolute extreme, and the 8th house covers mediumship or channeling. Aquarius is the sign of revolution. If Capricorn represents the established societal structures and rules, Aquarius is the reforms, improvements, and new ideals. And that is what Muhammad's Quran did to 6th century Arabia. Muhammad, having a Sun-Pluto conjunction in Aquarius, all of his authority and sovereignty, Sun, came from this channeled book, 8th house. And this book represents the sudden and forceful re-emergence, Pluto, of the Abrahamic God after hundreds of years in order to reform the social structure and establish new common social values, Aquarius and Uranus, by means of direct word transmission through an angel, which in itself is pretty unconventional and odd, Aquarius. Pluto can be seen as this raw nuclear power that is always present latently, but sometimes explodes. And in the case of Muhammad, it explodes into full-on channeling from the source. Being a Cancer rising, Muhammad was indeed a very caring and gentle personality. The moon is one's sense of stability and security, but also being Muhammad's chart ruler, it is responsible for directing and steering his life. The Moon-Pluto tight square shows extreme tension between these two functions for Muhammad. The weight of the revelation had a toll on him, like physically and psychologically. He was ridiculed by his tribe. The chiefs were trying to kill him and force him into exile. Most of his early companions and followers, the 11th house here, where the moon is, were outcasted, taken as slaves, or simply killed in battle. All in all, Prophet Muhammad was in essence a major revolutionary and reformer, Sun in Aquarius, and his reforms were so potent and radical, Pluto, They were channeled from God himself. How radical can you get? And that's what we can expect from the next 20 years of Pluto in Aquarius. Pluto should bring revolutionary reform, but often through a very radical and brutal process. I offer astrology reading sessions, link in the description below. Thanks for watching.